Cool. Which case? Change it up. There we go. All right. Did it load? Did it load? Did it load? It did. Add to. What the fuck else would I add to? All right. It's like, where do you want to add the music to? How about to the game? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had the other map ready because I always like to believe that you're going to end up blowing through. I always try to prepare in case you end up blowing through things. So
Oh, that's a good idea.
I like to believe, and I'll say, considering how battles and Pokemon battles either are over in a handful of rounds, or they seem to, or they'll take the entire session because nobody can hit anyone.
There is no in between.
I mean, I think we've only had one encounter where the combat was kind of back and forth and actually compelling instead of just a one-sided beatdown. All right. In which case, last we left off, I'll say, last we left off, um, Lord Riker ran off and left you guys to deal with, I'll say, to deal with the maid staff. Claiming that his ultimate plan, his ultimate plan for human Pokemon fusion would come true, and that Lady Silvestri, Lady Silvestri and her financial backing. Lady Silvestri and her financial backing have allowed this to become potentially become a reality as she as she as she awaits as she awaits her chance to seek revenge against all of you for disrupting her sense of fun and her sense of chaos, and effectively getting in her way of simply doing what it is that she wills. Jeez. We will start with putting in initiatives.
I didn't do the round tracker in this one. Oh,
Hmm?
1 second. I can do it slowly. I was just noting David hadn't put in the automatic round tracker thing that we talked about.
Ah, yes.
Oh, 1 second. I can go ahead and do that. They also all need to be added to the initiative.
I believe that's everyone.
So are you technically in control of our bodies at this point?
Yes. I'm about to say, you mean like you as like people? You're still, I'm about to say, you're still swapped with, I'm about to say, you're currently still swapped with your Pokemon. You have, I'm about to say, you have access to your Pokemon's moves, your Pokemon. Um, I'm about to say, you as the players, I'm about to say, since you as a player are the Pokemon, um, let's see. Okay. So, um, let's see, best way to put this. Um, so, um, for, I'll say for, I'll say when it boils down to Jay, I'll say for Jay and Harold, um, Harold being in your body is able to actually give you commands. Um, you can act on your own, but Harold, I'll say, but your bond with Harold is strong enough to where Harold would understand. I'll say has grown to understand I'll say the bonuses and the boosts that you are able to give due to your bond. Your friendship level is high enough to where Harold understands your combat style and can give out the bonuses that you give as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Harold can issue orders. Got it.
Harold can issue orders. You also, I'll say, since you are also the Pokemon and you are aware of Harold's movesets, Harold does not have to actually tell you what moves to use. You can use Harold's moves as you see fit. So you are not restricted by Harold telling you, you know, what attacks to do. Because you are the trainer and you are a trainer and a Pokemon. So you know all the moves that you're capable of, but you cannot benefit from any like orders unless Harold gives them to you. So Harold will still have to activate the orders, but you can use whatever you move you want without Harold telling you. Same for Lattice. Same for Lattice, and I must say same for Lattice and Alma. But that I must say, but that bonus does not apply to that bonus does not apply to Torkoal. So this does apply to your prime. This applies to you and your primaries, but not any other Pokemon that is thrown out.
Well, I take it we as Pokemon can't issue orders. That's what he was just saying. The,
Yeah.
the trainer is the one who issues the orders.
I understand that. The reason I'm asking
Yeah.
is because you mentioned me and Olma. I am currently
Yes.
Pokemon, therefore
Yes, you are.
I still can't give orders.
Yes, you can't give orders, but Alma in your body can give orders.
No, Torkoal was in my body.
Let's see. That's right. You're in Torkoal right now. Okay.
If I was
Yes.
in Olma, I'd have hands.
Yes. Okay. I'm not saying which case. That's right. Torkoal. Oh, sorry. Sure. Forgot about that. I'm not saying mixed that up. Which case you are I'll say that's right because of your bond thing. That's why. Okay, you are.
I figured I wouldn't get such a bonus.
Let's see. Torkoal. If I say as Torkoal, you can still attack at will. I'll say you can still attack at will. Let's see what. Let me look up Torkoal real quick and see what I have for you in regards to your love. I'll say in regards to your friendship level. Okay. I'll say so you're at that level. Okay. If Alma, I'll say in your case, if Alma spends her turn assisting Lattice instead of doing anything else, then I'll say if Alma spends her turn assisting the human body of Lattice, then they can benefit from the same thing that Jay is, where they can issue commands. So that would be Alma. That would be basically Alma helping Torkoal utilize Lattice's body to issue commands. Otherwise, you as Torkoal can still use any attack that you want. I'll say there. You can use any attack that you want. You cannot, however, benefit from. You can't benefit from any command, though. You can't benefit from any command unless. I'll say now. Alma can do that. I'll say she can. I'll say she can basically doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be on Alma's turn. If you basically just say, "Hey, I want Alma's help," then she basically just foregoes her turn, helping Lattice to issue commands to assist Torkoal.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Oh. Okay, there we go. How's it? All right. There we go. Okay. So the thing decided to. Okay, Genesis decided that it doesn't want to work. It's time to glitch out on me right when the goddamn game begins. There we go. All right. Okay. Cool. What is your speed? Speed of. Alright. 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 Wait. I put descend. Laxus doesn't have in their initiative.
Wait, 1 minute. There we go.
Okay. Descend. Let's see. And alright. Alright. Is this the way is this the way it's supposed to go?
Oh,
That's the way it's supposed to go. There you go.
yeah, it's because we're.
Oh, it's because
Yeah.
our numbers, our initiatives are below 1.
We can fix that.
That's like you just manually drag the round counter down.
We can also have the round counter count at like 0.00 something.
Or our initiatives could be 1 point, whatever. Well, that's not going to work because when the round counter advances, it'll. Yeah,
Alright, so
that works.
drag it all the way down to underneath Alma. Okay, cool. All right, then in which case I believe we're good to go. All right, top of the round. Jay, guest starring as Harold.
Okay. Harold is going to recommend, let Jay know that he's got him covered. So make a dash for the door. So he issues telling me dash. He's going to use coaching, so spend an AP to use coaching, so that I can dash as a double move instead of a 1.5 move. That's so. Does he have my move set, or does he have his move set?
Must say he has. Must say he has your moves. Must say he has your move set. Yeah, he can do everything that you were doing.
In which is an action. Cast barrier.
Oh yeah, this illusion disappears. Well, hologram anyway. Okay.
Harold's turn.
Okay. I assume the barrier is that to keep them from going this way, or
Well, I mean, it makes it harder for them to chase Jay when he makes a run for the staircase where Boss Man went. But
okay.
it
Okay. Cool. All right. And I assume that you can just go through it.
I cannot, but you'll notice I can go map south of it and slip around that way. That's it.
But you mean like right here?
So, yeah, I can go through that square because that's not part of the barrier.
Okay. All right, so they would have to maneuver around and go
Yeah,
through
they have
and
to go
stuff
around.
like that. Okay. Nice. Now think about it. The only other way would have them running all the way back around here and go all the. Yeah, that take forever. Okay. 2 meters
That's the
tall.
general
Yeah.
idea.
Okay. Cool. Good plan.
It's I didn't think Harold would be the first person to demonstrate that Jay has mastered telekinesis, but force wall.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is he doing the Jean Grey?
All right.
For some reason, it sounds like whoa. And now it's just Mr. Mime Walls.
All right. Lattice. I'll say it. Lattice as controlled by Torkoal.
Um,
The role of Lattice this week will be played by.
Lattice. Um, um, he'll assist via distracting because I believe these were the ones that were summoned in this.
Yes, they are the maids. As you are currently interacting with them, you can. I believe I mentioned last time. Them. I'll say the Pokemon seem to be under um, some sort of not so much mind control, but similar to think Winter Soldier. It was like something I'll say something was said that basically I'll say something was activated that basically has triggered them to act in this way.
So, Laz's body will again, assist by trying to be a distraction.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So Alma is not helping you this turn?
Alma is moving at 09, so
That's what I was saying. I was like if Alma's going to be if Alma is if you want Lattice to perform like a command or an order or something like that to give bonuses, then Alma has to forfeit her turn, and then Lattice, and then you can actually do your orders and stuff as per normal.
oh yeah, I understand that. No, I'm
Yeah,
not
but she.
expecting
But,
Lattice to give any orders via
okay,
Alma or otherwise.
okay, cool. All right, that works perfectly then. All right, then what's his Lattice going to do then as a distraction?
Um, Figure he can probably make distracting motions, I imagine.
Okay.
I mean, he doesn't have the presence of mind that Lattice does.
So
So,
That makes sense.
distraction plays to just run up into their face and go ooga booga booga.
oh no, not run up.
I mean,
Just make distracting motions from where he is. As if I remember correctly,
if it
it's
works,
like an
works.
aid or assist move somewhere.
Yeah, there's like a +1. It's not anything.
Right, yeah. But the way I roll, +1's always good. Being distracted.
Yeah, I did forget to add them. So, um, let's see. Base. Um, Sienna. Sienna still holding her camera is going to um awkwardly walk over here, as if almost seems as if she's still trying to figure out how two legs works. But does seem to be able to figure out what's going on. Um, she will awkwardly take her camera, and she will take a picture of the barrier that you have set up.
Oh,
Saving that for later, I guess.
Let's see. We will use an AP. I'll say she will use an AP on that. And with a special combination of bullshit and poor wording in the system,
they're completely legit means.
I'll say will utilize her ability for I'll say for the remainder of this encounter. Barrier is EOT.
Oh shit!
Well,
I went from scene times 2 to EOT. Barrier spam. All the battlefield control.
Yeah. I'll say it'd be able to do one of two things. It would either double the effect of what you have. I'll say double the effect of what you currently have, or switch its frequency. Probably should have asked. Do you want frequency shift, or do you want double efficiency, i.e. eight segments, and I'll say 8 segments, increase damage reduction and increase hit points.
Under the circumstances, the extra segments are probably more useful.
Okay.
oh,
All right. So you would.
like infinite link.
Well, that's what I mean. So she changes it to EOT, so I can keep doing it infinitely as opposed to just getting 8 and that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason my brain thought you said at will.
Yeah. I'll say. Yeah.
But even every other turn is pretty badass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I designed her to be field support. So instead of actually having any decent trainer based stuff, she's pretty much just here to bard. Yeah, most of her stuff is designed to be able to help you guys off screen to get ready for stuff. Also, Barrier is now in her library, so if you have any Pokemon that want to learn Barrier, she can teach it now. Or half the.
Does that include egg moves?
Yes, she can teach anything from egg moves or from anything that you can learn at any level.
Okay, cool.
So if you, am I saying she can raise it for 1 cost less, because I believe it costs 2 tutor points. She can do it for 1. Great. In which case, Harold.
Alrighty. As Geralt. 9, which I can now move 18. Gets me there.
Okay, so just like fuck this battle. Okay.
Hey, they've got the battle. I am worried about the guy who said he was going to go sabotage the machine so we can never change back.
Yeah, if anything, Jay's the quickest of us. So, as the ranger,
Go, Poke Ranger.
you know what? Because of what's been illustrated here, it's clear that you have some bond energy.
Bond merger.
Um, let's see. All right. All right. Luxray is going to go down here, and Latches would not be in range. So Wits is going to use something that I normally don't actually get to do. Because it never really applies. I'll say Luxray is going to get down into this Gardevoir space and let out this massive, let out this massive roar, which is enough. It is a frightened. So on its turn, it is going to do its best to move its full movement. Oh, I must say, move its full movement away at their highest usable movement capability towards their trainer. Okay. In which case, their turn. This one. Let me switch that. Okay. Um, okay. Cool. All right. This Gardevoir is going to scream. I'll say it's kind of like as it disappears away from Luxray and appears right here. And seeing this barrier, um, going to start running over here in a panic. Um, Harold, Harold will notice this Gardevoir running through the door. Doesn't seem to be chasing after you. Just seems to be running away from something in a panic.
Okay.
I'll say it's like looking behind itself. Seems like it's just running from something that just terrified it. It does seem as if it's heading in your direction, though. But it seems to be heading in your direction, not because of you, but because it's running from something else.
Too much running for a maid. As we know, maids are scary.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that distinction that it just seems to be running in the same direction as you, but it is not actively, it's running in the same direction as you. It is not actively following you.
Gotcha.
Let's see. These ones, however, um, they are going to look at. Let's see. Oh my God, that sucks. Okay. Okay. Um. hmm, Jesus Christ, their moveset is good for combat, but it's such a dick move for most of these things. Bullshit. Oh my God, that's terrifying. Okay. Okay. Um, this Gardevoir is going to look at you, Lattice. I'm gonna say it was going to be looking at your body, and is going to say, I'll say you will see a smile on its face, looking towards you. You are obviously very stressed. You're obviously very stressed, and I must say, and we understand that this situation may be very disconcerting for you. So we would recommend that you attempt to try to get some more sleep so that you can enjoy your stay here. Um, um, Torkoal, you will hear this voice kind of very. You will hear their voice sounds very soothing, although it's not actively affecting you. But you can kind of see the vibrations from the Guardivar's mouth heading towards Lattice, and you can kind of sense the distortions in the air with their voice, because they are trying to use hypnosis. That is a status. Um,
And that's against the lattice body.
yes, the Lattice body. So that's a status move. That's
Status is against speed 1.
okay. Um, Lattice, I'll say, Lattice falls asleep.
I guess he's not used to a vertical circulatory system. I'm not used to a horizontal one. This is
Right. Um, um, Harold, I'll say Harold, well, Jay's body. You will kind of hear a thud as Lattice falls to the floor, snoring.
Yeah, that tracks. Think I got
Let's
anything I
see.
can do about that. So,
I mean, you throw something at him and he just wakes up.
well, yeah, I mean, I can go wake him up. I'm just saying in terms of like special, like help for anti stuff. I don't think I have anything that I can, prevent him from going down in the first place.
Yeah. This mate is going to go on the opposite side of Jay and is going to attempt to put you in a full Nelson. I believe is a contested.
That's a grapple.
Yeah.
I don't have the book open right this second. One second. I don't think
I
grapple
believe
is
it's
listed in David's fancy handouts.
It very
it's
well may. Let's check see how useful I made this.
I
It's
believe
either
it's
been
a
very
contested
useful or not
round,
useful at all. There really hasn't been a middle ground in there.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I like to think with the ones I've made after this.
You did get better. Yeah.
Yeah. Which at that point I'm
Yeah.
essentially taking the entire book, putting it in there.
That's I see a bunch of stuff that modifies grapple checks. Where's the actual grapple check?
Big nope.
I know it's like contested like athletics or something.
Adjacent ally uses attacks of opportunity can be triggered when an adjacent foe uses that does not target you. Here we go. Grapple. You and the opponent make opposed combat or athletics checks,
Okay.
and they are trying to grapple Jay's body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Jay's combat or athletics. Athletics it is.
All right. They try, they don't succeed. Please let me help you with your coat. And she starts like grabbing at Jay's clothes. But um this one will make its way up the stairs. Looking directly at Alma. Will attempt the hypnosis on Alma as well. We have a lovely bed for you to lay in. It'd be great if you could. It'd be great if you would spend some time. It would be great if you spent some time back in your room. Wah, 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 wah,
No,
wah,
don't
wah, wah.
fall for it.
Nope.
Oh, good. Woo! She big brained. Oh, it should be.
This one will start making its way over here. It will pass by you, Jay, so you do get an attack of opportunity if you want. This one right here.
Okay. Attack of opportunity. Oh, Harold's got the Tamashi, so I will roll. Attack bonus. Jay has attack bonus on. So we're adding 1 to whatever I do here. Yeah, we'll go with the purge. Pretty sure that misses.
That does miss, yes.
Was that a reaction thing?
Yeah, that was me taking. That was they ran by me, so I'm taking a reaction.
Yeah, let's see. All right. And this one right here is going to you feel something trying to exert control. I'll say Harold in your body will feel something familiar. familiar sensation as psychic energy seems to be trying to envelop Jay's body, trying to lift them off the ground. It is this Guardivar is trying to use telekinesis to
Okay.
lift you off the ground.
How does that work?
That is what I'm trying to figure out. They can lift things using a power capability equal to their focus. And lifting, they roll focus instead of athletics. The DC is 10 instead of 4. Okay. As long as they're not actively trying to harm you, it says they have to beat a DC 10 to pretty much lift you.
No save. Got it.
Yeah, I'll say lifting you is effectively stalling you. It doesn't say that you can't move. They're just like, yeah, it doesn't stop you from doing anything. They just seem to be trying to, seem to be of the idea that hey, if you're floating in the air, then you can't do anything. But you do seem to just be able to stop it unless they're actively using telekinesis to use disarm, trip, or push or struggle. Then yeah, it's just a roll to lift you off the ground. I think it just costs you movement to go back down.
All right.
All right. So let's see if they can even beat it. They're focusing. Oh shit! Yeah, they can't beat a 10 on this shit. Almost didn't, but. All right. Harold J's body will start floating. Um, Go to the focus. Right? All right. I'll say you are 4 hexes off the ground.
Okay.
Effectively taking 4 movement off of you. Poor Cole.
Yeah. Keep ducking me out would stop me. Let's see if I can use this to work. Hotter. 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 Ah, too hot, too hot, too hot. Here we go. Oh, for that one right there, but oh man, I can't hit shit.
That crit would have been fucking terrifying. But the I'll say despite being a I'll say despite your new body and having trained this Pokemon relentlessly, you do not seem to have mastery over the accuracy of this move yet. Although you gain a new appreciation for Torkoal's ability to be able to hurl so much pyrokinetic damage.
I imagine it's like new muscles or something to direct the fire.
Yeah. I'll say you do have a newfound appreciation for like, oh wow, this is more difficult than I thought. I thought they just threw things. But yes, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say the Inferno. I'm gonna say the flames begin to erupt underneath the Guardivar. It will extend one of its legs to the side and then casually step to the side as this burst of flame shoots up out of the floor where it was. She'll smile at you. Careful, I'll say, careful not to damage the floor. And also, I believe that you might end up waking our resident if you keep making too much noise. As she extends her hand towards Lattice. Who, at this point, seems as if he's trying to instinctively pull his arms and legs inside of his pants and shirt.
Gotta use it with the draw.
And Alma.
Are you controlling Alma, or do you want me to control Alma?
I mean, well, you can. Mouse it. Yeah, it's your Pokemon. You can control them.
Cool. Perfectly, you guys were grass psychic.
What do you mean, Gardevoirs?
Yes.
Gardevoirs are psychic fairy.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, well, in that case, I guess good old
Yeah,
charge beam, probably that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
normally
that's
they would be weak against dark, but fairy pretty much turns it into normal.
Yeah. Oh, I see how it is.
Okay.
Go super high when it's not me.
Charge beam hits. 80 fucking Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
And
which one are you hitting? The one in front of you?
The damage is actually a little bit lower because I forgot that she was at like -2 stages.
Oh, okay. Could you re-roll that with? I'm gonna say we're gonna keep the 19, but just for the sake of damage.
Okay, 1 second. I'm resetting.
I'll say you still get the you still rolled a 20, so the special attack still
I should have kept the 80. Wait, hold on. This one was a critical. Yeah, I was just doing the differences. I could have done the math, but man, roll 20ing me.
I mean, technically, I'd argue the first one was better. First one's better because your AC's higher and your special attack goes up.
Because if we do simple math, adding 11 to the 80 would make up the difference between to bring it up to what it would have been. But whichever you want to do.
I mean, well, of course we stick with the first roll, but stick with the first roll, take the damage from the second roll. You can stick with the AC and the charge beam roll thing.
Okay.
So your special attack goes up by 1 combat stage. Rolled a 19 to hit, 52 damage, and you rolled a 20. So,
cool.
All right. And which one were you hitting? This one, or were you trying to hit this one? Because I believe it's a range of 6.
This one.
Yeah. So yeah, you can hit either or.
Yeah, because it's close to them, and I'm not wanting them to be messed with too much.
Gotcha. Okay, so hitting this one, I will zap it with charge beam. Charge beam. See the amount of damage. Special defense. Okay, cool. That is 2. Okay. It was like ah! Does not look happy at that. All right. Next round. Jay. You are floating in the air.
Okay. Well, floating in the air isn't necessarily a problem. Um, Two questions.
Mhm.
One, I also have telekinetic.
Mhm.
Can I use my telekinetic to counter their telekinetic?
You can either use your telekinetic to counter the telekinetic, or you can just use 4 points of, I'll say 4 points of movement to go back down to the ground.
Okay. I also have 4 ranks in levitation.
You can also use that to just go back down to the ground.
Okay. But that still eat up my movement phase at that point, or
it would use your levitation.
okay. So you're saying I could take levitation movement and still have normal movement?
Yes, because
Okay. I will do that. Lattice's body is the one that's down.
yes, just sleep. Doesn't seem to be injured, just sleep.
And I used barrier last turn, which means I can't use barrier this. Okay, so it's so and he is asleep. Yes.
Yes, snoring.
I will
Kind
feed
of seems
him
to be
a
trying to
chesto berry,
struggle
which
up.
cures sleep.
Okay. Okay, so shoving a pesto berry into his mouth. Let's say we'll slowly chew on it, and we'll awaken.
Eyes.
Anything else?
Let's see. Harold's body is in a completely different room now, so I don't think I can order him. It's also out of my telepathy range. So, and that was my action to do the item. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yes. Latsis, you are awake now.
Gone. Um, tense. Pensive.
You said defense?
Yep. Go in full defense.
Oh, okay. Um, we'll press her back against the wall. Just hold her action to see if anyone does anything interesting. Harold.
Harold. Yeah, looks like I need another dash. Yeah. 9 gets me downstairs, which leaves me 5 squares of movement on whatever the next floor is.
Okay. Harold's on the next map.
Be an interesting place to use the program though.
Okay. Harold, moving into the next map. I'm just going to say, even though technically there are more stairs to go down, I will go ahead and say that scene transition. Harold basically runs down about 3 flights of stairs.
Okay.
All right, and since Harold only did movement, then that would put Harold in the next. Am I saying the last map first?
I had to dash, but I did dash.
Yeah. Oh, that was okay.
I had to take the dash action, so yeah, I used my turn.
Okay, cool. In which case, I'll go ahead and save what Harold sees on his turn for his next turn. Okay. All right. Luxray. Going to come over here. Attempt to back up Alma. Can't do that. Can't do that. All right. Actually, I'm gonna step over here. Standing next to Alma, going to look over at Alma. Gonna kind of like kind of grunt. I'll say kind of grunt like rum, rum. Let's see. Assuming that Alma is okay with being the target of this attack, I'll say, see. I guess David, I'll say is trying to target you with an attack. Trying to target Alma with an attack. You being Mase, do you feel that Alma would trust this Pokemon enough to allow it to utilize some sort of social attack on it?
This is
Luxray.
I forget her name. Our photographers, our chroniclers.
Yes.
Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's been with us a while. I presume during various training things they've out together.
I would say definitely like acquainted. When I say acquainted, because Luxray normally isn't out the ball that often.
Yeah, but
even though it is her primary.
Yeah, though I believe with our traveling, sometimes we're what? We're it's been what, like
Days,
a couple
weeks.
months?
Yeah, so a few months. Yeah.
Okay. Skeptically, yes. Skeptically okay with it.
Okay. Is going to use one of its abilities. Almost special attack. I'll say almost special attack will go up by 2.
Like 2?
By 2 combat stages.
Even more power. More Metabots.
You are confused for 1 round.
Ah, okay.
I'll say you are under the effects of confusion for the one. I'll say for this 1 round. But you still get to keep the +2 the +2 combat stage bonus afterwards. All right. one, in which case it is your turn. 1, 2, let's see, there, and then not enough to catch up, but Harold, you will hear footsteps coming down the stairs behind you. Not quite behind you yet, but definitely on its way.
Chris is momentarily away.
Oh, okay. Right. See. This one is trying to put. This one is trying to put. Trying to put Sinnoh to sleep. Not work. This one having been hit. I must say, this one having been hit by Alma is just staring very intently at you with a very strong psychic aura permeating off of it. Um, this one is going to continue running off. This maid is going to come over here and try to put Alma into a full Nelson as well.
What's that versus strength?
It's either combat or athletics, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, respectable defense, but not good enough.
Okay. It picks up Alma underneath the arms and hoists it up in the air because
Yeah.
Alma's arms and everything are too tiny to actually put it into like a full Nelson, but it does scoop up Alma from like a distance, basically holding Alma like a veterinarian would like a feral cat. This one right here is going, I'll say, going to look at, and I'll say, is going to look at Torkoal and is going to say, one to say, it would be in your best. I'll say, we would greatly appreciate it if you did not torch the furniture that we had here. It would also, I'll say, I also believe that the stress of the situation has caused you, has caused you undue stress. Please try to relax.
Try to relax.
Tried to use hypnosis on Torvald, didn't work.
Uh-huh.
Because I can't seem to roll above a 0. So.
Oh, but I tried to.
Okay. That's all of their turns. Yep, that's all their turns. Torvald.
Okay, maybe changing my difference to get a new angle will help with this attack. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to point out the target's evasion line in the description of this.
Yes. I do remember Inferno. It was one of my favorite moves when I had Ho-Oh.
There's either fire or headbutt. And I don't want a headache.
All right. Let's see.
I'll put you the challenge.
All right. So I'll say he will yell at. I'll say it will yell in pain. It is currently burned. You will see a purple. I'll say you will see a purplish haze come across it.
Uh-oh.
So you will see a purplish haze come across it. Then that purplish haze will engulf you as well, Torkoal. Despite your type, you are also burned.
Oh. All right.
Say, I'll say, the foe which caused the status condition is given the same status they inflicted.
Regardless of immunities? Okay, cool.
Yeah. It goes away if theirs goes away.
I don't think we have a fire symbol.
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and use
Well,
that.
instead of that, I will use the red dot.
Red dot makes more sense. You're right. All right. So, all right.
And I believe I take a tick since I did something this turn.
I think no, you got burned after you made your action, so it
Okay.
wouldn't kick in. No, so it's supposed to burn you when you take an action, but you getting the condition is after you made your movement and did what you did. So you're good. Almost.
Huh. Given that Ulma is grappled. I would like to make look up thing. That has a little bit of height. Okay. Load up. Yeah. Okay, I would like to use push using my telekinesis. You may perform disarm, trip, and push maneuvers at range of your telekinetic capability using the focus skill for all opposed rolls. When the push is used in this way, the user does not repeat the push, but instead pushes the target a number of meters equal to half focus ranks.
Okay.
So my thought is maybe break it via that.
Yeah, sure.
And I
And
believe
which
it's
direction would you
combat or
like to?
athletics to resist.
She would be rolling athletics because her athletics is better than her combat.
Really?
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Oh, now she's just gonna be embarrassed, but in a Sundari kind of way.
Attempt to shove them back to no avail.
I mean, it would have been different if Oma visibly tried to struggle, but this is her brain power we're talking about.
Considering top of the round. Jay. I don't know if Tristan's back yet.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Right. Yeah. All the ones that are going to give chase look like they've already given chase. From what I've seen, so I don't know if we need more barrier.
Um, yeah, the rest of them seem to be here um, to pretty much try to. They seem to be trying to stop you in non-violent ways. Except for this one. Except for this one. This one seems to. It was all about the non-violence until until Alma hit it with a charge beam.
All right. Well, have the Tamashi anymore, so now for normal. Mind Reader doesn't help us here. Calm Mind doesn't help us here.
Because all of mine show.
Oh, you gave the. That's right. You gave the sword to Harold, right?
Yeah, Harold's got the sword.
Okay. Still do the aura boost thing if you want. I think.
Yeah, but most of my aura stuff is support. It doesn't really help in this scenario. 'Cause I don't have any aura attacks.
You do have other Pokemon.
I do have other Pokemon.
And Harold does have enough of a bond with you to where Harold actually can command other Pokemon. Because, like I said, Jay can do what I'll say. You can act normally as Jay.
Yeah, sure, this seems to be up his alley. Doo-doo, go!
And add it to the initiative. Let's see.
Like, they're trying to outprank you with their psychic shenanigans, so start things on. Ask do again. Vaguely recall that was.
I think pass is everything in a line. I thought.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think pass hits everything in a straight line. I thought.
At a point during a shift, the user may declare the move as a pass. Once the move is declared, move forward in a straight line for up to 4 meters, treating those as regular terrain. Attacks all targets in each square it dashes through. Okay, so we're going to Night Slash the two Gardevoir there. Means I guess I need to drop him over here.
Okay. So let me put him in the initiative. Okay. Lattice. Still doing your all-encompassing defense.
We'll move over here to try to yank the person off of Alma.
Okay. Cool. So grappling the
Is it
person grappling.
athletics?
Yeah.
Really? I'm good at that though.
Okay. So this maid
This person.
is apparently the boss.
You see, she's been sweeping so long, her hand grip is peaked.
I'll say, Lattice, you grab a hold of her arm, and I'll say, you grab a hold of her bicep, and upon grabbing hold of her bicep, kind of get like the I'll say, you kind of get the Rosalita bicep um flap through the maid outfit, as she slowly turns to look at you with a smile.
Kuriyasu's too muscly. My God. That's funny. What are you doing to me today? Yeah, being out muscled by this maid is my turn.
Yeah. Um, so Jay, you see this one maid which is holding up Alma by the scruff of her neck while actively fending off Lattice with the other. All with a concerning smile on her face.
Ain't Sama's going to be a problem. Got it.
I mean, it looks like she's a problem. In all honesty, she's not really. It's just that these dice, Dave is not rolling well, and she's rolling pretty decent, so it's just making her look really, really good. Technically, the Gardevoir is supposed to be the problem, but the one human maid apparently seems to be it. Um, Sienna, looking at this entire thing, um, is going to keep watching, waiting for an opportunity to take a picture of something. Harold
Is on the other map.
is on the other map. Need to make sure the other map does not have anything incriminating on it.
One moment. My laptop died. I apparently left my charger when I was Sierra's when I was helping her out. So I'm getting a secondary unit.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot what the power button was.
Hmm?
Get the power cord. No, I've got the power cord.
Okay. All right. Yeah, switch you to the next map.
Battery's dead or what? All right. Yep.
say, Riker messing with this machine will turn around as I'll say will look over his shoulder as he hears these footsteps coming and turns around and sees I'm not saying sees Harold standing there. Um, he will smirk. And what is it that you hope to accomplish, young man?
Well, figure I'll make out the undo button.
I'm fairly, I'll say, he'll say, I'm fairly certain that you, um, I'll say, there is no undo button. The only, I'll say, I'll say, the only way, I'll say, it is only a matter of time. I'll say, it's only a matter of time before the effects become permanent.
Oh,
And you will thank, and you will, I'll say, you will thank me later. And I'll say, can't you, can't you, I'll say, don't you love your new body?
no,
You feel the power? The pop must say, you are the must say, I have granted you a gift. The power. Must say the power of the human mind and the must say the human mind and the Pokemon's indomitable power. Sharing a body with your best friend isn't oh shit.
there's a pathetic crit, but it makes the point.
He will say, he was like, has it done with the um um you stab directly through I'll say directly through his chest as this dark energy just pours out of the back of him. Um it's enough energy to where the room starts rumbling. Everyone on the other map the mansion begins to rumble as this dark energy pours out of him and hits the ceiling of this basement level. Um, anyone who is currently standing upstairs would need a acrobatics roll to maintain your footing or fall over.
Chris, if you could roll me 2 dice and 2 dice.
Ah, it's a big 4 and a big 6 for you.
Deanna falls down. The Pokemon managed to, I'll say the Gardevoir managed to stay up. And the maid manages to stay up, as does Dudu.
Cool, cool.
So so for so for so for Lattice and Torkoal, they both fall over. Sienna, I say Lattice, Torkoal, and Sienna fall over. Everybody else, the building just rocks. Um, that's inner. I'll say I'll say that inner. You say something, Troy?
Nothing. Go on, John.
No. All right. Let me find that thing that I wrote. All right. All right. The damage. I'll say the damage of this attack hits like a freight train. Um, I'll say causing significant damage to him, as he obviously was not expecting that.
What do you mean? What went wrong with Logic?
He's going to look down. I must say, look down. He was like, "You are definitely not welcome here."
Same to you.
He will say he was like, I will deal with you in short order. Doo doo.
Damn it. Yes, finally. I don't know why you didn't work before. Shit.
Right. Doo doo's turn.
Have returned. The new resolution. That's what issue.
Um, I'll say he said doo doo was doing
It's great for my crappy young old eyes here.
said doo doo is using pass, I believe.
A Night Slash, which has passed.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So he's moving.
I believe right here.
He's moving right there, so we can hit the two of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Offensive. All right, here we go. Karma.
Dun dun dun.
So he
Roll
will.
for both.
Um.
Attacks all targets in each square dashes through, but each target may be hit only once. Oh yeah, I guess I roll one attack for both.
Okay. I'll say doo doo will. I'll say cloak fluttering in the wind will blitz towards these Guardavars as they look intently, preparing themselves. The screen goes black as a red, I might say, as a red streak goes across the darkened screen as reappearing, standing on the ground. Due to shimmers back into existence, standing there with his little paw glimmering, um, as he sits there waiting for the effect of his night slash to take effect. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Looks back and realizes that he missed everything. Loses 2 points of confidence. See. I've actually got to pull this up because I don't remember. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Um, this one with their with this unrelenting psychic energy that they have around them proceeds to disappear suddenly as that torrent of psychic energy envelops Alma. As Alma's brain is immediately assaulted with psychic energy. As, as Alma is nailed with future sight.
Um,
Oh wait, was that
What-
psychic damage to Alma?
that's one to Alma. Was there a hit roll that I didn't see?
It's future sight. She activated
future
like
sight,
around.
okay.
Resistant to psychic. What?
I mean, you negate half of it just by being psychic in the first place. So
If I remember correctly,
74 rounded down.
it's resistance, then it's effectiveness, then defense.
Multipliers after your defense.
Okay.
Whatever gets through is what's multiplied.
Yeah, but it's halved. So, all right.
So, yeah, I'm not going to shortchange my defenses. Okay.
See. All right.
It's been reduced to a much more reasonable number.
Unfortunately, it's not much that they can do against Dudu, because all their attacks are psychic based. For fairy type, they sure as hell don't have any fairy type attacks.
Ebola, do you think mind powers could really could really knock me down?
um,
You merely left a bruise.
let's see. This I must say, this one over here will get a little bit, I must say, get right here.
Or no? Jackson, Gorgo has, please tell me, yes, has good defense. Gorgo has a shell, damn it.
I have Man, I probably should have re-rolled these skills, but I thought they'd be okay. And then you threw out doo doo, and now there's like fuck all I can do in regards to them except for struggle them. I mean, technically, you know what? At this point, there's not much I can do. I say I've used up all my hypnosises because you only get hypnosis 2 times a scene. Future Sight's a dick move. I don't like using that if I don't really have to. Um, that's also a dick move considering the current scenario. Okay. This one's going to this one's going to activate Lucky Chance.
I think that's Sergio. I thought you said muffin chant.
It's going to activate Lucky Chance on the field. So Lucky Chance allows them to negate up to 3 critical hits.
Okay. I think I would have preferred muffin chant.
Turns all critical hits into turns them into normal hits up to 3 times. So she's going to go ahead and use Lucky Chance. This maid, tired of dealing with Lattice, going to ask Lattice to see if she can ask Lattice to take a nap.
Again?
No, I'm about to say the maid is about to ask you to take a nap, but unfortunately, I'm about to say unfortunately, her telling you to take a nap, she's going to ask you to take a nap downstairs, as as you were trying to grapple her, she is going to attempt to use her free arm to push you down the stairs.
Ah, I see.
She's going to say, please feel free to use. She's like, please feel free to use the accommodations on the first floor, and attempt to push you down the stairs. Which I believe.
Well, for my hospitality skills.
Which I believe shoves. Shoves and pushes are they attack rolls or
It's all the
contested
same.
rolls?
It's all the same contested roll.
Athletics or combat, you know?
Athletics or combat, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, there we go. That's roll good.
what the fuck? She's overqualified for this job. She needs a raise. She better be the chief maid of all this place.
I'm not gonna lie, this 46 plus 2 is becoming.
Okay, I told you, I was rolling 5d6 plus 2. This maid.
I might have to adjust the game now.
Shit.
All in favor of her being the new bat.
Yes. Fine.
Okay. Hillary, I was not expect. I like how I try to come into this game expecting, like, you know what? I feel like I know at least every variable that's gonna happen. Was not expecting the maid to be more like the human maid with the human stats to be more of a threat than fucking 3 Guardavars.
Apparently, she came from Black Lagoon.
Right. She was like, and that is my idol.
I'm about to say she's even low. She's even lower in trainer level than you guys. What the fuck? She's lower in trainer level, has less hit points. I'm about to say he doesn't technically, I'll say, technically only has one move, and that's Rock Smash.
You know what the funny thing is? Lattice actually has ranks in the fisticuff fighter class, so he's trained, and she's just going no.
Right.
She's like, "Your training's cute. I'm a maid. Well, I have to die."
Jay, you'll see Lattice. um, I'm not technically. I don't think that the like push shove thing does damage.
No, it technically doesn't. I wasn't sure, given that me shoving you off a ledge doesn't inherently do any damage, but the fall does.
Um, uh, I would counter athletics roll as knowing how to tumble downstairs and take minimum.
Okay.
I'll say minimum one.
Okay.
Um, um, uh, Harold J. You will see. You will see this maid just casually shove Lattice down the stairs.
Okay.
Um,
And she's still holding on to Alma.
yeah, still holding Alma with one hand, was fighting off Lattice with one hand, and just casually shoved him down the stairs. Asked him, all you heard was, please use the downstairs facilities. Shove.
Wait, hold on. Does she have glasses in her image?
Um, mm, oh.
Oh, okay.
Similar colors, but I must say no glasses.
Hey guys, it's secretly Rebecca.
She is far nicer. She is far nicer, so technically it could be Rebecca.
Ah,
So, right.
it's a fucking Sylvester.
Not what I was expecting, but all right. The Guardivar will use struggle. Let's say so. Let's see. 1 second. Okay.
Man, she keeps this up. She's gonna. Wait a second. No wonder it works so well. You call it the almighty push. Fucking takes out villages.
So this Guardivar, I'm not say say this one is going to continue fighting you. I'm gonna say this Guardivar is gonna struggle against you struggle against Dudu, and I believe in 11, even with defenses, maximum 9.
Basically automatically hits, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll do super amounts of struggle damage. One moment, and you will suffer the ill effects of a grand total of 21 normal damage.
Do they have a held item?
Good question. Let me check. Nature, gender, name, type, level, health, moves, skills, abilities. No.
Okay. I don't need to use that ability then.
Yeah, I'm gonna say now. Yeah, I'm gonna say with the Pokemon with the Poke generator thing, unless I click the button that says generate items, they don't have items. I'll say they weren't supposed to. I know I'm saying this. They weren't supposed to last this long.
Well, you know why, right? It's because this maid is also emitting a commander's aura.
Yeah, it's kind of
Fucking,
weird.
fucking, she took out all the other maids. She's freaking the one.
Um, this maid carrying, carrying Alma
Yeah,
is going to start making its way over to Dudu.
Mutix, Mutix noises. Yeah. Or wait, did I totally mispronounce her? I just call her Alma all the time.
Yeah, I'll stick other way.
Meowstick noises.
Um, Lux Ray.
Oh no. Oh no. Is she gonna use Alma as an improvised weapon?
No, she's about to say she recognizes that these psychic types don't really have any sort of thing that they can do against the dark type. So it's like, okay, well, let me go deal with the dark type. Like, there's literally no moves. Like, there are literally no moves that these Gardevoir have that they can use besides struggle. They have struggle, psychic, psychic, lucky chant, psychic, psychic, and psychic. Um, let's say this Luxray is going to go down here, and it is going to attempt a Thunderfang.
Yeah.
AC 3. Bang. I believe I'm going to say because of her, I'm going to say because of Chronicler, that offsets that. All right, let's okay. Um. Okay. Um. Coin flip. 1d2. Okay. A surge of electricity must say surge of electricity goes through must say goes through this. Oh wait, nope, I forgot. That's bandit. A surge of electricity goes through this Gardevoir. Um, it is paralyzed and flinched. Because I forgot. They have the expanded on there. I'll say she has the expanded thing on hers. So on a 20, it would be paralyzed and flinched. But hers is expanded by one more, so that means that on a 19, it becomes paralyzed and flinched. So And so this Gardevoir is, let's see, that's how much damage it actually does. Damage based time. What the fuck? Other thing. Oh shit, that's right. I used to. That's right. I forgot in the other game it was a bitch and a half. I forgot I killed Mewtwo's with that. See how much? Let's see. Right. As this one definitely feels the hurt, and it is wobbly, and it barely looks like it can move. Zorko,
Uh, uh, uh,
you just saw this maid shove you down the stairs.
eyes go wide. Uh,
Um,
uh,
oh yeah, I forgot.
body slam.
This maid I forgot this maid actually runs over here to help you up. I'm not say to attempt to help you up. She's in the, oh my god, are you okay? Do you need help? Would you like? I'm gonna say, would you like a fresh? I'm gonna say, would you like a refreshing beverage?
Circle. Oh,
The body slam. That is physical. Let's see. The physical defenses. Speed is it, and that, and meter beat. You hit.
woo!
They are psychics, and as most psychics, their physical defense is ass. Yeah, and this one, this one is hit. It was like poof, slamming this heavy, overheated body into it.
Oh, right. I take a tick.
Yeah, it's not looking that great, but I'll say it's not looking that great, but it's holding on. Homa.
Yeah. They get empowered by sundaries and try to telekinetically shove again.
Not the Sundays, no.
It is far too embarrassing that failed the first time. Maybe she was just surprised. That's got to be it. Yeah, I have 5D plus 2 in this.
It's enough.
Woo! Freaking Terminator here finally gets pushed back. It's the equivalent of shooting the Terminator with a shotgun. You don't actually hurt it, you just cause knockback.
Where do you want her to go?
Uh, this way.
I'll say she can go straight back, in which case she will go straight back into, I'll say, is it 4 hexes back or 2?
I don't have that for it was half um half focus, but her focus is 5D plus 2. I don't know if you want to count that as a 2 or a 3.
I usually like to round up and benefit. So she was one, two, three. All right. She skids to a stop right next to Jay.
Okay.
She'll look back at Jay and be like, "Well, hello. Is there anything we can do for you today?"
I need you to stay there and hold that thought.
That'll be it for Alma.
I'll say end of the round.
Uh-oh.
I'll say
Shit, I like that. You should show the map up.
Oh yeah, the 4. Yeah,
Oh, that looks good.
oh what?
the big blue glowy core thing he likes.
Yeah, I like it how it's perfectly surrounded by the thing, so it looks like it's a part of it, kind of suspending it. Because I figure that image did not come with the map, and you just plopped it in there. It looks really good with this isometricness.
Oh yeah. I'll say I assume that Tristan already knows what it is. I'll say because I thought you guys would have recognized it by now. Well, I must say David's computer was off, but I assume Tristan, having saw it, recognized what it was.
No, I'm not recognizing it.
Really? Because you have it in a ball right now.
I'm sure I do, but this time to that dark matter meteor thing.
Yes, it is a large chunk of it. Remember, the last one that you had was basically like fit in your hand.
Yeah. Okay.
This thing is like a boulder.
Okay.
Say he is going. I say he is what with the sword still in his back. He is going. He is going to say he's going to smile. He's like, well, he's going to say he's like what you have is all. And I was like, what you have done is all for naught. I shall. And I'll say you'll say he was like I, and you'll see his face kind of like twitch and glitch. And he was like, we will not be stopped. Uh, you'll see his body like shimmer and disappear as he reappears over here. Like dark energy kind of oozing out of this hole in his back. It's not as if he's actually like bleeding, but it's like the sword. I say it's like the sword managed to like cut through the darkness, and the darkness is oozing out of a metaphysical hole in his body. As he walks over to this crank right here, and grabs a hold of it and just starts and like gives it one really hard twist.
Well, that can't be good.
The engines on this thing, I'm gonna say the engines on this thing start rumbling. As this rock begins glowing more and more. Um, uh, yeah. As this rock the ground, I say the ground feels um Harold, I must say, you being in this body wouldn't exactly impede your active ability of aura. Aura allows you to sense natural disturbances, I would believe, right? Ish.
According to the lore, yes. According to the game mechanics, nothing special one way or the other.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'll go ahead and say that, considering what you do and how this works for you. Um, the island. I must say, I must say, this entire landmass that you're on, including the Stark Mountains, Seems to be feels as if it's in danger.
Okay.
You feel as if you feel as if you can feel the shift in landmass, and you feel as if it is shifting down, or is going to be in the process of shifting down.
So we are in the process of sinking. Okay.
He is in the whatever he just did. Whatever he just did, or whatever he is using in order to power this, is destabilizing this landmass and is probably going to cause it to either break apart and sink, or is going to cause it to sink a little bit. You're not exactly certain if it's going to be bad for the ecosystem one way or another. It's either going to sink everything except for the Stark Mountains, or it's probably going to like tear the entire landmass apart.
Okay, so we got to get him back into his right mind so he can undo it before we sink. Got it.
Um, I'm gonna say when he does. When he does that. After he. Uh, that's like the knee jerk feeling that you get. Um, when he initially turns it, he will take the this thing right here, the valve that he was holding, and it must say with this unreasonable amount of strength will break it off. He will look over in your direction. He was like, he will say that. He will say that was the. He was like, and that will spell the end. With these engines, I'll say, with these engines running. He will say, with these engines running, the entire world will understand the glory. I'll say, the glory of the unity of Pokemon. Aren't you a ranger? Isn't this what you wanted? For humanity to live in peace with Pokemon.
This is not living in peace.
What don't you understand? This, and I'll say, this gives us the perfect understanding of one another. Is to be one another.
That's not
He seems to.
understanding. That's, just getting fused with.
Isn't that what love is?
No!
I'm about to say, he'll turn back and look at the rock, which seems to be like spinning around, and I'll say spinning around inside of this vat of chemicals. Um, these four engines right here seem to be powering this entire thing. So he's pretty much broken the off switch to this.
Sort of there.
Must
That's it. He broke the off
must
switch,
say,
but we still have the power plants.
must say he broke the off switch, but now that he's turned it on and cranked it up to the maximum, you can tell that these four engines are what is powering it. So the off switch is not an option. You do have the option of damaging the engines, and of course, without an engine, it can't operate.
Alrighty then.
So, all right, we'll go ahead and do one more round. Jay.
Okay. So this maid is a problem.
Technically no, but technically yes.
So now she's not a problem.
Specifically,
You don't see the green box around? Oh,
Oh, you stuffed her in a wall?
I'm putting her in a mime box.
Mr. Mime, bitch!
I mean, technically, can't even argue that. You're right.
I mean, she can attack the box and break out, but
Yeah, but she hit. I'll say, like I said, she hits for trash. And I'll say no amount of. I'll say the amount of time it would actually take her to get through the damage reduction and, and everything else. I'll say she'd be here all day.
all right, that's Jay's turn.
Yeah. After
Yeah.
is
She's gonna look around and she's. I'll say she's gonna look around and kind of like tap on the wall. She's like, "Oh, phooey." Yeah, she's effectively out of combat. There we go. See?
Oh, that'll just take her a moment of focus, and she'll shatter your barrier.
Just lift her petticoats and a bunch of grenades come out. It'll be
I mean, I mean, they're gonna blow her up too. But let me see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely gonna take her a time because the only move that she has is Rock Smash, and that is fighting, and this is psychic. So 15 damage reduction, 20 hit points. Damage that she does is halved anyway. So she's going to be doing minimum one. So it's going to take her, on average, 20 rounds to break out of this. Yeah, so she's pretty much done. So yeah, she will be a threat again in round 24.
We need to keep her in the box and at least her on our phones.
So she is effectively out of combat for the next 2 minutes. Lattice. This maid will hand you will hand you a lemonade that she seems to have like ready on a tray.
Oh, 1 second, I'm checking out Torko's nature. We'll take it. Or
Okay.
stabbing it.
All right. Which case you can take it, and the lemonade is a lemonade, and it will recover your lost health. All right. She'll give you a pat on the back and say, she'll give you a pat on the back and say, it's like, go ahead back up there and get back to fighting. You got this. She also seems to be under the mind control, but she also seems to be a non-combatant maid.
Double check
Um,
back to my overland.
um, Coming back upstairs, you will see that the maid that caused you so much trouble is now in a box.
I have enough overland to do this, thanks to my shoes. Get the fuck away! Maids are scary now.
So that's the entirety of your actions.
Tor. Yes.
Sienna is still sitting around waiting to be able to do stuff. Harold,
Okay, well, I was going to go after the guy, but apparently that's not my best move.
he's still clutching. He's still clutching his chest. Um, with this dark energy permeating off of this thing, and this island mass of Sinnoh, um, starting to be in current danger. The adrenaline surge that you feel, the intensity of the cries of help of all of the species of this native land. You feel your connection begin to grow as you can sense a unlocked a unlocked ability, an awakening in your sword.
Green, blue, red. Full of the hope of the future.
Lend me your energy. Is there something coming with that, or is that just being descriptive?
Yeah, I put the thing in your I put the thing in your
Oh, it's in my
sheet.
journal. Okay.
Yep.
Oh. God damn it! Ended up backing
But
out of roll 20. Is that on the sword?
is on the sword.
Okay.
Is a new move.
Aura slash, spectrum slash, Buto. User holds the hilt in both hands as the sword suddenly extends and strikes outward at tremendous speed, piercing the opponent. While the initial damage is minimal, if the user decides to forgo the next turn after a successful hit, including movement, at the end of the opponent's next turn, they will take way more damage. Okay. Not sure if
I'll say
it's useful here or not. Might be.
it is. I'll say up to you to decide when you use it, but something critical has happened and it has caused another ability to awaken.
Yeah, which would seem to indicate that story wants me to use it as opposed to what I was intending to do.
No, I'll say it's activating. I must say so that you don't end up using it for anything. Um, it is an awakened ability that happened in response to the threat that this presents. Um, it will be useful, but not right now because
Okay, it's less
yeah,
useful for this particular scenario. Gotcha.
it's less useful for destroying generators
Yeah.
and more useful for what for what will happen in
Okay.
I'll say think of it along the lines of considering exactly the type of character you're trying to be. Think of it as if like the force is telling you that hey, something bad is going to happen. I'll say we need to prepare you for that. because something really bad is about to happen.
Well, in which case, for right now, going to attempt to cause maximum damage. Well, use a telekinetic blast to try and damage the generator. If I'm lucky, push it into the other generator, but I don't know if I can actually pull that particular aspect off. It might be too big for the push effect.
Okay, let's see. You are using psychic. Sweet. Yes. All right. Okay. Which case, this will go kaboom. I don't think there's an explosion icon. I got an explosion icon. Hmm?
I was just making sure it worked after I keyed it onto the sheet.
Yeah. I don't think there's an explosion icon. Nope. I don't see an explosion icon. Yep. Nope. I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing one. So fuck it. Whatever. Just draw a big X on here then. He is going. He is going to. He's like, wait, God, doing? You're destroying the tree.
Yep.
You'll hear over the intercom. You'll hear over the intercom. Hey, 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 you, bunny thing, you, stop it right now. If you stop, I'll give you money.
Just gives her the bunny paw.
See, this is why I hate Pokemon. You can't bribe them, and it annoys me. I'll say she's gonna be looking. It was like Riker. It was like Riker, do something. It was like the plan's falling apart. I need my revenge. He seems to be clutching his head. I'll say he seems to be clutching his head. He's like, no, no, no. He seems to be talking to himself. He's like, "No, I've got this. I've got this." Um, and she was like, "Riker, what's going on?" He's gonna say, he's kind of clutching at his head. You can see his body kind of shifting and like warping. No, no, no. He was like, no, no, no. I can stop. He was like, I can stop them. Leave it to me. The plan will work. And she was like, of course the plan will work. It will work if you stop the bunny. Um, doo doo.
Go back to the other map.
Yep. Did I? Oh, I switched it. Sorry.
That's why I was asking. I can't see what I need to see. All right. Maid is on lockdown. Other maid is okay. One Gardevoir appears to be on lockdown. But anybody all those status symbols?
I must say this one is paralyzed and flinched.
Okay, so they are still a threat, but not a threat this turn. Can't do
Yeah.
Night Slash again. They haven't been doing combat stages that we've noticed. All right, doo-doo. Trying to put that dagger to work with some furry swipes. Oh God!
Damn! Wait, is that a critical?
That's a crit and a 7, so that's 111 damage
Holy fuck!
To who?
to the one right in front of him.
Okay. Oh, I guess that redeems you from that one.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother because that's physical.
I mean, it's normal damage, so that might.
But I mean, normal damage is normal against everything. If I remember, normal damage is pretty much as long as you're not rock,
If you're not,
as long as you're not
I think fighting might
or
work.
steel. No, if you're not rock or steel, I believe. Yeah, rock and steel are the only. Rock steel is half. Ghost is 0.
I thought
But
fighting
yeah,
also resisted.
nope. I say rock is half, steel is half, ghost does nothing.
Okay.
Now, I must say now fighting types do double damage against normals.
Oh, it's one of those one-way relationships. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. In which case I don't even need to do the math on that. Blah. Well, considering that they're only level 30, yeah.
That'll do it. Yep.
I'll say if you hit them with a special attack, yeah, they probably would have soaked it. That's the downside of psychic types. Almost every psychic type is specialized in, special defense, and their physical defense is ass. So yeah, I'll say their physical defense was like 13. So yeah, it was like so you basically just took them from full health to no health.
When he hits, he hits.
All right. This one is flinched and paralyzed, so he can't act this round. This one, oh, I said, I forgot. This one, these ones are making their way downstairs, so they will appear next turn. Actually, technically, they'd be showing up right when Harold is getting. All right, cool. This one getting kind of um I'll say, noticing how things are going to make a desperate move. Is going to turn around and look at Torkoal. And because it is literally the only thing I kind of have left, it is going to hold its arms out towards Torkoal as everything, as Torkoal looking at Gardevoir, everything around it, everything that you're seeing, Torkoal, goes black. It is just you and Gardevoir. Everything is silent. And as you see these pink lances come down out of the darkness of the sky and surround you in a jail cell. The darkness will fade away. You are no longer in a jail cell. But one of the issues that you come across is you do not have access to any of your moves. Yeah, look.
Yep. Lost moves.
Yeah. I'll say she is used in prison. Target is locked for the rest of the scene. A locked target may not use any moves that the user knows.
Okay.
Technically, all you really need to do is just get off the map, move to the next map, and it goes away. But the maid is going to pull her fist back, punch this wall right here. Minimum one. I'll say flinch, 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 running, 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 running. Let's see. Lux Ray technically doesn't really have to do anything right now. I'll say beating up on helpless people is not Lux Ray's thing. Torkoal, you have movement, but you have no move.
Okay. No moves.
Sienna will take a picture of that. Struggle is a move that you know, so no.
As you said, no moves.
Yeah. You pretty much have to get off the map in order for the effect to get off. You either need to go off the map or you need to be recalled.
1 second. Giving you Alma. I know that sounds really lame right now, but there's.
Okay. Torkoal temporarily leaves the map in order to make the effect go away.
Is that
Alma.
the place Harold is?
No.
Oh, okay.
Depends on which set of stairs you take, I think.
Okay. Oh,
He took the set of stairs over here. It's pretty much just takes him downstairs, like into this area over here.
Oh, okay.
So that does count as a different map. So once he comes back upstairs, I'm gonna say leaving this map and coming back. I'm gonna say it basically gets rid of it. I'm gonna say because this, I'm gonna say this map is a scene. So, all right, Alma, you have this last one right here that is paralyzed and flinched. What will you do?
What indeed? I only have a few moves that will. You know what? It is the same one I shocked. Is that the same one I shocked?
Yes, it is.
We'll have at it again. Some bitch.
Did you miss?
Rolled a 1.
Jesus Christ. Okay. The electricity fizzles out. Actually, technically, can't. Yeah, that's right. That's about the only way you. Yeah, it's about the only way you really could miss is rolling a one because I believe being, I believe being flinched makes them vulnerable. Can't remember.
Sounds right.
Um, persistent affliction, burn, paralysis, Festive notebooks, conditions, curse, disable, rage. Let's see. You may not take actions during your next turn that round. The flinch stats is not carried over to the next one. Okay, never mind. So no. So yeah, they're just suffering from paralysis and flinch. So yeah, that none would have changed that. An advantage doesn't exist in the system. So
That's embarrassing.
okay.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
All right. I'll say in which case. I'll say in which case. The end of the round. Going back into the other room. These Harold will hear the footsteps of the Pokemon running in. This Pokemon will, I'll say this Gardevoir down here will be running towards Lord Riker, and it'll be like, Master, Master. I'll say, the Luxray yelled at me. Um, I'll say, and she will, I'll say, as it's running towards him, it will freeze in place, feeling a the same thing that you will feel, Harold. This pulse of darkness coming off of it that feel, I'll say, it's like this primal instinct to get away. Um, this sensation is I'll say very very uncomfortable feeling as it overrides her sense of fear from the roar. And she takes a couple of steps back. He's like, Master? Um, Riker will look towards her, and you will see this distorted look on his face as his face seems to be, as part of his mouth seems to be stretching. The left side of his mouth seems to be stretching up into this freakish smile that's going up to his ear. Do not be afraid. Oh,
He's like, yeah, that's normal.
he's like, do not be afraid. And I'll say, we will love you and we understand I'm gonna say, Harold. It it sounds as if he's talking, and you can actively hear the meteorite talking as well. It's almost as if the meteorite is talking, and the what the meteorite is saying is being projected through Riker.
Joy.
It'll say, "Do not worry, we will be one." As you see the energy that was pouring out of Riker, out of his back, you will see it freeze in midair, just like stop as the energy pours back into him. As you'll see his suit start expanding, as if something's growing out of his back. Um, and you will see him start transforming. See, one second. See. Um, I'm gonna say, as he is transforming, you will hear, "We are the eternal." I'll say, "We are the eternal." I'll say, we are the eternal. We are that. It was like, we are that with no end. The equation, I'll say, the unsolvable equation. I'll say, that which will bring the rightful chaos. That will bring the rightful chaos to the natural order. We will bring salvation.
Production value and not missing though.
As his
I'm familiar with.
Annihilation. That which lies beyond death. Or, Pokemon the highlights app, whichever you join the highlights app because everyone says Cthulhu. That's really neat.
say, so as you see this warp twisted, like glitching skeletal figure that is standing there, that seems to be powered by the stone. We shall take this world, and all will be one in one beautiful algorithm. As Harold is pretty much the only person down here, and I'll say, and currently is the only thing that stands between Sinnoh and world domination.
I'm a turtle. I can't get the ring.
Say, Will Harold be able to defeat him on his own? Will he be able to hold off long enough to be able to? I'll say, will he be able to hold off long enough to for reinforcements and friends to come? We'll find out next time in Pokemon.
Pokemon.
If we can survive them all.
Quick, Harold, Digivolve.
Or are you going to use the final Digivolution?
Kind of need you there for that.
Oh, what do you want, the power cable?
I prefer not to leave the power cable plugged in, without anything attached to it, yes.
You're asking for a lot.
Apparently.
Apparently, it is still available for me to retrieve my power cable.
Oh, you still up?
Yeah, Brian. I'm not sure if you caught, but when I was helping Sarah out, I had left my laptop power cable there, so I need to go and retrieve it.
You're gonna make a whole trip back.
Yeah, but no, I really like this freaking Azalon thing. Yeah, it kind of makes you think that its attacks are going to steal our souls, but it looks pretty good.
I'll say, yeah, I was trying to find like a Sinnoh image, and I was like, I found one, and then I saw this one. I was like, actually, I like this one better. Like considering what's going on, and considering that it's using a human as a host, I was like, having some sort of, I was like, I feel like it would look better if it actually had, if I'll say, because I was going to use the quote official image for Messina, but I was like, I like this one better. And I'll say particularly for the human, because I was like, it does look like kind of like a really messed up Pokemon human hybrid corruption thing.
Well, that's the thing with Masingo. That's the thing with Masingo. The sprite rendered differently for everybody.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I think I'll use this one. Originally, this was the one that I was going to use. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Ah,
Yeah, the more classic climber looking thing.
Yeah, it's just like this composite of different things. I was like, I really like that one, and then I was like, fuck. And then I found this one. And I was like, I like this better. So felt more. That felt a bit more like Eldritchy. Kind of, I say, at least to me, gives off the full. It gives more of a final boss feel.
definitely like a final boss field. However, I do think that Maid is in the running.
I'm pretty sure Masingo probably actually be able to break out of that barrier. Whereas, I mean, like I said, not say defeat Masingo in 20 rounds, and you. I'll say defeat Masingo in 20 rounds, and you will not have to deal with the Maid. Last thing you want is like in the middle of fighting Masingo, and then the Maid comes down and body slams I'll say body slams Lattice again.
Automating course.
Give me a minute. I'll go with.
Oh, I believe that's about it. In which case, I'll say I'm going to be waking up early in the morning, so you guys.
You were saying good game.
Thank you. I say I hope everything went well, and glad that you all enjoyed yourselves.
Yep, talk to you tomorrow.
All right, talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Dorn.
Star Wars, right? Cool. All right then. Catch you all later.